What is going on, guys? Thanks for joining my channel Robinhood. This is Bob. Today, guys, we are going to be talking about how I sell covered calls. I will go over all the basics, especially for the beginners out there, on how to sell a covered call with an example. I will go over what a covered call is, and I'll also go over all the benefits of selling covered calls. So let's get started. Okay guys, this is how I sell call options. This is for beginners and I will go over it with you guys step by step. First, there are 3 basic rules to stick with when selling call options. First, you must have at least 100 shares of the stock. The 100 shares is basically collateral that they hold until expiration date, and you will get a premium up front for doing this, and the only way to get it back is after expiration or if you decide to buy the option back. 2 is probably the most important thing that you need to do, especially doing this strategy. Only do this with stocks you think will have an upward trend and won't mind holding. So what I mean by this is if you pick a stock and it's making you premium every week, every month, but the stock itself is absolutely tanking, you'll never be able to make enough premium to offset a tanking stock. So if you pick a stock with a good track record, I usually choose one with 1 to 5 year upward trend, steady upward trend. And I also like to pick a dividend stock as well. So you would get paid dividends, options, and if the stock goes up, that's 3 ways you're getting paid. That's 3 ways to get more money. So number 3 is only sell calls at a strike price you are comfortable selling your stock at if need be. So what this means is obviously if you sell closer to the stock price, you will get a higher premium, but it's also a higher chance that you will have to sell your stocks. So I always tell people if you're looking at a 5, 10, 15, 20% increase or profit from this stock, pick that option on that percentage and the strike price, and then pick that. And then if you're comfortable with losing the stock at a 10%, 15, 20% increase, then walk away from it with that profit. So there are definitely benefits of selling call options here. The first one is benefit off time decay. So the longer you have the stock and the closer you get to the expiration date under the strike price, the stock itself will be making you money itself, and you can benefit off of that. If you're buying options, time decay hurts you. You will be losing money as closer you get to the date, and if you don't get to that strike price. So this 2 is you get the premium paid up front. So the premium you make, you can use that on buying other stocks. You can do other options. You can do whatever you want with it. You get the premium up front. That is instant profit that you make off of that premium. 3 is a great exit strategy if need be. So like I said in the previous slide, you can set a specific strike price that you're comfortable with. If it hits it, you're fine with making a 10% or 20% profit, collect your money, move on to the next thing. And also, if you're getting closer to the expiration date and you've made money off of selling the options, you can always buy it back at a cheaper price that you got a premium for and collect that money and don't have to worry about the expiration date. A lot of people don't talk about negatives on selling call options, but I'll go over a few things with you here. So anytime you have any type of stocks or selling any calls or options, anything you do, there's always risk, there's always a downside of doing something. So the first one is you get limited profit. So the only thing that you will be able to make with selling an option, call option, is you will get the premium and you will get whatever the difference of the strike price and whatever the stock is at. That is the most money that you can make off of that by the expiration date. So number 2, selling shares at a lower price. So if you do get an option and it does get over your strike price, then you will be forced to sell the shares at a lower price, and that's money that you could have made if it's over your break-even price. 3, missing out on stock profits. So it's kind of like 2, but basically there's no limit on how much that you could have made. Even though you probably made a profit, there's no limit on how much you could have made if you held on to the stock or if you picked a higher strike price. So that's one downside of it. It is limited profit. So this is just an example of selling covered calls chart. So if we go over to the premium, if that's $1 for the premium, the strike price is $50. You add that together to get your break-even price, which is $51. So your break-even price is here. Anything above $51, you are losing your profit anything that's in this box here, you're good to go, or lower, you're good to go. But yeah, so this is the maximum price that can go up before you can lose any money. So technically you're not losing money, it's just money that you could have gained if you held on to the stock or picked a different strike price. So selling call option must-knows. So first, we need to know what a call option is. So call option is basically you are giving the buyer the right to purchase a stock at a specific price known as the strike price with a set expiration date. So this is that you're thinking your bearish stock will go down or stay below the strike price you choose. The strike price itself is important when you're picking this. So to set the strike price at which a contract can be bought or sold when it is exercised. For call options, the strike price is where the security can be bought by the option holder. So if you sell a call, the stock has to stay below the strike price, not to be exercised. And the break-even point is just the price of the stock plus the premium. So let's just go over an example of a option that I've been doing for a long time and it's been making me a decent amount of premium. So if we go to at&t, is one of my favorite stocks to hold. It's not the highest profit of upward movement, but it's pretty flat, so I'm still making good premium and I'm making an awesome dividend. So if we go to sell call, we can pick whatever date. Normally I will pick the closest date, but we're already in the middle of the week, so I will pick the next week here. So if I pick January 29th and the strike price here, you can pick $29. It's a 66% chance that you will make profit. All this means is that you will be in the positive. So 29.5 is a 73% chance. When I do my videos, I want to hold on to most of the stocks that I have. So I will pick a stock price of at least 80% or higher, but if we're in the middle of the week, I would go down to about 75% chance of profit. So this is very important to know on what you are comfortable with. Me, normally 80% or higher, I still get a good premium. If you saw my channel before, I have 1,000 shares. So I would be able to do 10 call options, and this is about 10 days, 12 days. So this would give me $230 in premium, picking a strike price at $30. And also if I got $230 in premium, and this thing went up $1 up to $30, that's an extra $1,000 I would make. And anything higher than that, I would be happy to collect my $1,000 plus $230 in a week or 10 days, and I would basically buy back in if the stock price stayed around the same, but I would be up $1,230. So if you guys want to do this option here, I would pick a $30 strike price. You always have to pay attention to the bid and ask. All this means is there are people bidding for the stock at a 0.22 and asking for 0.23. Of course, this is times by 100, so you would get a $22 premium or a $23 premium. This is the mark, is which the average on here. Also, you have to pay attention on what the highest stock has been sold and what the lowest stock has been sold. So usually you can get a premium about $23 in here. If you're trying to get a premium executed right away, then you may want to lean a little closer to the 22 than the 23, because there are people already asking for 22. So this will get executed pretty quickly. So if you did want to do this trade option, all you guys would have to do is click this button here. You could review the order. If you did, I would do 10 contracts. You hit review order. It says you're agreeing to sell 1,000 shares of at&t at a $30 and it expires on January 29th. So you just hit submit, and then if someone on the other end takes your order, then you guys are good to go with 10 contracts of selling a call option. That is all for today, guys. If you guys liked the video, definitely hit the like, comment below, definitely subscribe. I'm trying to get to my 200 subscription goal. Thank you guys so much. You have a good day.